What is up, guys? Today I'm back with just something a little bit different. I'm going to recap Apex 2015 for any of you that may have missed out on it. It was a fantastic tournament, probably one of the best Smash tournaments, and definitely the largest Smash tournament that has ever happened. So we're going to start out really quick with Smash 4. So first I'd like to point out a couple character things that I noticed. There was some variety in characters, which was really, really nice to see. I like to point out 6WX and his Sonic were amazing to watch. Now, normally when you see Sonic, it's like jumping in, jumping out, trying to pinpoint little hits here and there until you can go for the scissor kick KO. And generally, that seems to be the most common combo when you're playing against a Sonic, especially in ranked play. So, what 6WX did was he went hard. He went full on assault mode, aggressive, fantastic to watch, definitely very, very entertaining, and a really unique way of playing Sonic that I don't think many of us have seen much of before. So props to 6WX. Fantastic. Hope to see you in the future. Um, on another note, we have Dabuz with Rosalina, who has probably the most resident sleeper boring playstyle that I have ever seen in Smash. Just sort of absorbing projectiles and dodging everything. That's not fun to watch. That got him second place, but that's not fun to watch. That's not what we spectate for. That's ugh. So I'm hoping that there's some sort of switch up in the meta because as as a lot of people have pointed out, at the start of competitive games, defensive gameplay always seems to win out until it starts to move into a decent metagame and more playstyles start to sprout and become more refined. So right now, I think we're probably going to see a lot of Rosalina, but maybe not in the future. And I think I pointed that out like really, really early on when Smash 4 came out on 3DS. So it's something that I've kind of expected, but really never looked forward to, I guess. Uh, Another thing to say, Abadongo, I think is how you pronounce his name. Anyways, his Pac-Man was sick. Oh my god, just amazing. Totally entertaining to watch. Definitely dragged out sets, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing because it was entertaining the full way through. And just props to you. That was awesome. I really, really enjoyed Abadongo's sets. The only thing that I didn't enjoy about them was when he went up against Dabuz, and Dabuz stalled him and ran the time against him. So that was definitely a little bit of a damper on the sets that I got to see in top 8. But that said, it definitely was entertaining for the time that I did see it. So props to seeing a Pac-Man in top 8. That was awesome. Now to the elephant in the room. We have Diddy Kong. So Zero obviously won with a super offensive Diddy Kong. Again, props to Zero. I know that everyone tries to point out that his playstyle is boring or whatever because he's playing Diddy Kong, and that's the only sole reason that they have. Um, I guess I can see that. I can sort of see it. He is objectively the most powerful character in the game, but that's just right now with a really early development on the metagame, first of all. And second, he does have a super offensive playstyle, and that's something that we did not see in Brawl, and that's something that we did not see from Dabuz. I mean, that's something that I can respect because it's not stalling, it's not playing defensively and going in for little jabs here and there until you can go for a safe KO. It was hyper offensive. It was really going in and, you know, trying to get the KOs. I mean, it was stock after stock of high velocity action. It was pretty awesome. So, props to Zero for taking an offensive playstyle. I know that's not something that he does all the time, so it was nice to see. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Smash 4, other than I think that we're probably going to see some more developments in the metagame in the near future. And I hope to see more tournaments with top 8s that are more varied and maybe don't include as much Diddy Kong. Again, going back to what Zero said, I think that he said he might actually go and main Falcon. So I'd be really hyped to see that. That's about it I have to say for Smash 4 though. On to Melee. So Melee had the most entrants Smash tournament has ever had at 1,000. It got capped. It was insane. Um, Going through day one, first off, day one didn't actually happen. This tournament was mushed into 2 days when it was supposed to be 3 because of lots and lots of bad luck that surrounded the hotel that was booked for Apex. So Twitch bailed out the whole situation, and if you want details on that, I don't know the whole entire set of details, so I'm not going to spout off about it on here. But there are really specific details about it that you can find. Go check. What VGBC I'm sure has it up. Smashboards you can definitely find it on. But there's definitely a huge glaring issue that happened, and there was a huge rebound from it too because we had an amazing tournament. So I'm really happy that that happened, but not necessarily the initial scenario, but that we did get a great tournament out of it. So going into day one, which is day 1 and 2 pushed together, there wasn't really a whole lot to talk about, honestly. It really started around Salty Sweet time, but the thing is that there were some pretty great sets in day 1. It's just that I don't really have a whole lot to say about them. Um, it's pools. I mean, you can't really go in and say that there's great sets because there might have been, but they weren't ever really on the line for anything. So I'm just gonna like glance over that. Anyways, so Salty Sweet rolls around, and we have the Chillin versus Leffen match. And as you probably know, that went very poorly for Chillin. Chillin got 5-0'd by Leffen, and Leffen was pretty disrespectful about it. I mean, I know that was the whole thing that Chillin was on about, is that, respect your elders. But that he was pretty disrespectful and kind of gloated about it. And then Mango walks up on stage, and Mango grabs a mic, and Mango calls out Leffen for $1,000 money match if they meet in brackets. So this is just speculation purely on Mango's part that if they end up meeting in brackets, then their match will have $1,000 on it. And that was pretty hype. That was pretty hype. Chillin was kind of you've probably seen some pictures I'm gonna put up here. Chillin was sort of out of it at this point, and Mango coming in to save the day was pretty sweet. So then that was the end of that. There were some other grudge matches. There was supposed to be Kage versus Bizarro Flame. That did not happen because Kage was not there, and there was sort of a sham match to go in place of that. So I don't know. That was interesting, I guess. I mean, we knew that Bizarro was going to win, but I'd really still like to see some grudge matches between Bizarro and Kage. Definitely some great Ganon mains, but that said, going into the next match that I can think of is Ken versus PC Chris. Oh my god. That was awesome. Just look up the set. Just look up the set. It was fantastic. That was really nice to see. So moving on, they did end up meeting in brackets. Now this is going on to the next day, and Mango and Leffen ended up meeting in bracket. And this went very back and forth until Leffen got some sort of like... It's almost like when you watch Leffen, he starts out as a certain like offensive playstyle, but it's not confident. It's like jab, 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 go in for a couple hits here and there, but there's no confidence in it. And then something happens. Either Leffen loses a stock really poorly on his part, or he gets a stock up on someone and gets a lot of confidence from it. So what happened was he got a huge confidence boost from some small mistakes that Mango made, and then totally stomped him and beat Mango and took a grand from him. So that was definitely a fun match to watch, but I don't know that I was rooting for Mango at that point. I definitely wanted to see Leffen go down after what he did to Chillin, but it was all in good fun. It was fine. Moving on, Amsa, Amsa. Oh my God, fifth place. He got fifth place. 1,000 entrants in the tournament, and he got fifth. That is insane. I cannot believe that he did so well. Well, I can believe that he did so well, but I can't believe that he's doing so well and continues to just blow past all expectations. He's playing what was considered a low-tier character with undiscovered tech so well. It's ridiculous. So, first match I found notable was Amsa versus Kirby Kaze. Definitely look that up. Top 8 match, I believe. Yeah, it was... Okay, first he took out SFAT, then it was top 8 versus Kirby Kaze. He took out Kirby Kaze, stomped him. There was no contest, really. Then Mango had come down from the loss against Leffen, and Mango went up against Amsa, and that's what I really wanted to talk about. So, I fully expected it to be a 3-1 or a 3-0. Mango versus Amsa, obviously Mango coming out on top. But I was hopeful, because Amsa is one of my favorite players of all time, that he would do well against Mango, maybe even beat him. I mean, I didn't put any chips on it, but like, you can't really. There wasn't really any hope for it. Mango's just Mango. You can't bet against him, you know? Don't sleep on the kid. But that was a close match. That was a very, very close match. The final round wasn't that close, I guess, but it was 2-2. That was insane. Amsa totally blew every expectation of him. That was fantastic to watch. A great, great set. And I implore anyone that's watching this right now to go pick up that match right now. Find it wherever you can find it. They don't have it out as of the posting of this video yet, but I'd imagine that they'll come out soon and be posted on the VGBC channel. So I'll stick the link like somewhere in the video, but definitely check out that match. That was crazy. That was just crazy. I have nothing else to say. That was just absolutely insane. Amsa, I'm going to predict it now. I'm going to say that he is going to be the second God Slayer. The first obviously being Leffen after beating M2K. So, yeah, I definitely predicting that. That's probably not the first to say that anyways, but definitely going to be predicting that because I can totally see it. With the skill that he has is ridiculous. The tech is insane. And generally his playstyle is something that I have never seen before and probably won't see from anyone else ever. There's never been a playstyle like his. It's insane. So definitely go check out that match. It was crazy. Okay, so then we go to Leffen versus PPMD. The final round of their set was probably one of the greatest final stocks I have ever seen in Smash, period. That comeback was absolutely insane. Now, normally, you see a player on a tear and they just kind of stomp through around and the morale of the other player obviously would go down and they just kind of drop the set. You know, that's a common thing. You see it a lot, okay? This did not happen. The opposite happened. It's almost as if PPMD realized that this was his tournament life and decided that he was not going to lose. He just made the decision that he was not going to lose. And uh, that comeback was crazy. So I think that I'm going to be able to put that up in the corner. I did see a GIF of it on the Smash subreddit, so I'm going to put that up there, like right next to me here, if I can get that. But the comeback was ridiculous. So definitely what propelled him into his win, because he did end up winning Apex. So that's his second year in a row. After a massive 6-month hiatus of not playing any tournaments, he comes back and wins Apex. Crazy. So going on, this is something that wraps up about what I wanted to say about just the tournament bracket in a sense. Um, Now I'd like to comment on Armada, because I haven't really said much about him. So Armada, as you may or may not know, picked up Fox a while back. He played him a lot early on in 2014, and then he played him in some tournaments, I believe, if I remember correctly. And then he sort of dropped him and went back to Peach. And then he sort of picked him back up as a side. And then all of a sudden, just out of the blue, he decided to play him in Apex. And what followed that decision was some of the greatest Fox play I have ever seen. It's almost as if Peach being a second-rate character when it comes to tech, like there's a certain level of tech that Peach has, and Fox far outseeds this level of tech. Okay, so it's almost as if Armada has reached the cap of what you can do with Peach with the tech that has been discovered. I'm not saying that there's no other possible tech discoveries out there, but as far as what has been discovered now, I think that he's probably at the cap for it. And then going into Fox, Fox has such a high skill cap, such a high skill ceiling, that you can't really say that there has been a cap put on it yet, because there are so many competitive Foxes and Falcos. The Spaceys in general just have such a stupid high skill cap that there really haven't been any capped out players in a sense. Um, that is to say that they have reached the highest level of skill possible. I don't think any of them have done that, to be honest. But what Armada did was amazing. I I have to just totally 100% recommend that you search up his sets right now, because they were amazing. He just ran through losers. It was ridiculous. So again, just look it up. Just look it up and watch the sets and just be in awe, because they were amazing. Um, he did tweet about it, actually, if you look up there. Apparently, he's going to be switching mains from Peach to Fox, because I think that what I said earlier, I think he realized that. I think that he realized that what he could do with Peach is limited. What he could do with Fox, however, is almost unlimited, in the sense that the output that he got in this tournament was ridiculous. The skill that he was able to show off was unprecedented. I can't believe it. So, that said, I am sad that we have another fallen comrade to 20XX, but it's okay, I guess. It was definitely entertaining. It was not you know, boring Fox to watch. He's a very quick and entertaining Fox. So, props to him for choosing a main that he feels he can show his full skill with. Still makes me kind of sad, but whatever. So, and then just a little bit of an end note. I did watch the VGC Pokemon stream. That was really fun to watch. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I mean, all the staples were there. Shady Penguin was commentating. That was really fun to watch. He's a great commentator. I really hope that they bring him back for other more I guess, important roles in commentating because he's a really good commentator. I don't know if you guys watched it, but he had some really good commentating and just generally made it entertaining. Aaron Zhang did win. I think we all could have guessed that, but that was probably a given. He entered the tournament, so he probably was going to win. But they were definitely some close matches, so props to all the competitors there. That was really fun to watch, and I can't wait to see more of that. So, uh, that's about it, guys. I didn't see. I didn't really watch too much of doubles. I do. Okay, one thing I do want to point out with doubles, I saw the saddest thing I've ever seen when Foe was surviving. He was like out there surviving, and he was about to go out with a bang, and he took out. I forget who went first. It was Zero, I think, that went first, and M2K went off the top, and that was so sad. So what happened was whoever Foe's partner was, I totally forget, to be honest. This is in Smash 4. Was out. Okay, this is the final match of Grand Finals. Okay, and Foe was off the edge, and M2K was going in for the confirm, and obviously it was M2K and Zero that were partnered playing dual Diddy Kong, which so entertaining, right? So Foe is off the edge. Foe decides he's going to try to recover. Foe uses his PK Thunder, and Foe goes for the recovery. It hits M2K and Zero simultaneously, and kills Zero right off the bat. He's down. He's out. Okay, stock gone. He's gone. M2K goes off the top. It could have been DI. It could have not been DI. I honestly don't know. I don't remember exactly how it panned out, but he went off the top, and as he was flying back in the background, Foe was not able to recover, and he fell and died. The level of skill in that play was astounding, and the fact that he died and lost was sad. It was very, very sad. It makes me very, very sad. So, that I wanted to punch a hole in something after that. That was so aggravating. No, that Foe won that. Foe won that. He didn't officially win that, but it's been pretty much a consensus that he did win that. That was ridiculous. So it just makes me sad. So, anyways, I didn't really catch too much melee singles or doubles, I mean, and I don't really have much to comment on about them. But Smash 4 doubles, that was sad. That was just sad. And that about wraps it up. I think they did some side tournaments for like UMVC 3 or something else. I'm sure they did Street Fighter, but I did not see those either, so I'm not going to comment on them. So that about wraps it up. I hope you guys enjoyed Apex as much as I did. That was such an amazing tournament to watch. I watched the entire thing. It was so good. It was so good. I actually have my CRT sitting right there because I pulled it out the second that they started streaming because just it seems like every tournament you just have to pull out the CRT and start playing some Smash because it just brings back memories, you know? It's so much fun. I love the Smash community. It's so great, and the tournaments are just fantastic to watch. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did because I really, really enjoyed it. And I'm going to get back to posting some Smash 4 content. I'm definitely going to be posting the first impressions and hopefully Road to Ranked, maybe. I don't know. I forget what I called it, to be honest. Road to Mediocrity. That is what it is. That is what I called it. I'm going to be getting back to that, hopefully. So my connection is it's entirely up to how my connection wants to act, but we'll see. Otherwise, first impression videos are going to be coming back out soon as I finish up this Omega Ruby playthrough. And I hope you guys are enjoying that stuff. I think that's about it. I have like a little notepad I've been reading off of because little bullet points and stuff and trying to keep everything together, but I think that about wraps it up. So thank you guys, and I hope you have a fantastic day.